Hey, we're here with Gordon from WYSP, a news station that's coming on Jelly. Hey, Gordon, how are you?
Hi. Good, thanks.
Cool. Well, glad to have you with us, and welcome to Jelly. We're super excited to kick off with you guys in Philadelphia. Tell us a little bit about the station.
The station is penned as the rock you grew up with, so it's tunes from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, just sort of the stuff you remember that kind of shaped the music that you're into, all the stuff that, that always reminds you of a time, that sort of thing.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. That's kind of my time period, so I'm good with that. How long have you been in the station?
Coming up on 3 years in January. I can't believe it's been that long, but yeah, 3 years.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, how are you feeling about Jelly? Are you excited?
I like it. I've had a lot of time to play with it now, and I feel like I fully understand it now. And once I started using rockets and seeing, how quickly a song can get on, it's really addicting. So I'm down to like nothing now. Like I just, like we were using it last night. We were testing things out, and with not having a lot of people on there at that time, your songs get on almost immediately. So blew through all my rockets, all my bombs, all that sort of stuff last night. So that's really addicting, and I really like that.
Well, I know some people. Maybe we can hook you up with some more rockets. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, you're gonna have a little bit more competition once your listeners are hanging out on Jelly.
Oh yeah, I know. I've looked at all the other stations' websites and stuff like that, and it's just all rockets lined up on the right side. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Well, what were you rocking it up? What are some of your songs you like to rock it?
We play a lot of the heavier stuff like the Metallica and stuff like that, and there's a lot of like Megadeth in there, and there's Iron Maiden stuff that at certain times is really really appropriate, especially at night. So we that's what they got used on last night, mainly the Megadeth and the Iron Maiden and the Metallica, the heavier stuff.
Very cool. Now, when is the Jelly Show going to be on, and what's it called?
It's called, the station's WYSP, so it's going to be called WMySP, obviously handing over
cool.
Control to the listener. So it'll be Monday nights from 7 to midnight, so full 5 hours every week on Monday nights.
Excellent. All right, 5 hours. Jelly listeners get to control WYSP in Philadelphia. I like that. You mentioned yes, yeah. You mentioned Metallica earlier, and you guys have a special segment that you run called Mandatory Metallica. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Mandatory Metallica is like near and dear to the hearts of Metallica fans. I mean, there's Mandatory Metallica all over the country, but our Mandatory Metallica has been going on in the same time slot for years on end, and it's such a fixture here in Philadelphia that when we decided to do this, even just one night a week, that we couldn't ignore that. So we figured out a way to make Mandatory Metallica still doable. And so, like the library, the music that you'll see that you could choose from when it gets Mandatory Metallica time, which is 10 o'clock here in Philadelphia, it'll all switch. Like it's just the full Metallica catalog. You could choose from any single Metallica song that they've ever written, produced. You could choose 3 of those. 10 o'clock every night we do this.
Very cool. Now, before Jelly came along, were you the ones choosing the songs going into the Metallica part? Or?
No. The Metallica stuff was always listener controlled. Like somebody would write in with their 3 songs they want to do. So it's always been. That part has always been listener controlled, so it's really important, obviously, to keep it that way. Now more people have more of an input every night with Mandatory Metallica instead of just one person.
Excellent, very cool. Any bombs that you've thrown up yet, or any songs you bombed?
I feel like I'm gonna get myself in trouble, but man, we bombed U2 nonstop last night. People love U2, and I get it. They're like one of the biggest bands in the world, but I am not on the U2 bandwagon, so there will be U2s all over my bombs being dropped.
Fair enough. All right, well, listeners will be able to find you in the chat room during the show.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and you're on Jelly just as Gordon, straight up, capital letters Gordon.
I can't believe I even got that. I tried, creating your account, and they just gave me straight up Gordon. That's never happened to me. I've never been able to get Gordon on anything, not even as a toothbrush as a kid or any like those name things. I was always deprived of that. So to be able to just get Gordon without putting like Gordon 94 or X Gordon X or something like that. So I'm happy.
Awesome,
so I'm enjoying that. So I will be on there using that nonstop.
Good. Well, haven't you figured out yet? Jelly's all about you. So, I'm glad we could give you the right username. That's great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, that's great. So listeners tune in Mondays, 7 p.m. to midnight, WYSP on Jelly, and they'll hear the MySP show and Mandatory Metallica at 10 o'clock, hosted by Gordon.
Yep.
Excellent. We're looking forward to it. Well, welcome aboard, and can't wait to kick off with you.
Thanks. This is awesome. Thank you.
All right. Take care.